Hi everyone, my name is Adarsh Desai. I was a mechanical engineer in 2012. I graduated from MS Pharma and Institute of Technology. I did have an internship in Tata Steel where I decided very early on in my life that mechanical engineering, core mechanical industry may not be the best fit for me. I wanted to have a kind of career in big cities and the core industries were situated outside of the big cities. So I decided to switch to IT. And as I switched to IT, I had to go from a non-coding background to leading teams with technical capabilities. And I'm currently 8 years experienced in this IT industry, and I have now become an agile coach, which means that I help build software and applications and business applications really quickly and with a lot more value for the customers as well. Studies was always, I was a good student. I had a GPA of 8.3 out of 10 in engineering, and I was always an above average student. But I never really had any aspirations academically that I will be, in IT, I'll be an agile coach, I'll be building software in IT. I never had those aspirations. I always was keen to learn. I was into gaming. So I was always trying to get the games, really cheaply. So I would always kind of hack the games or crack the games and kind of keep installing the games on my computer. So I was a very kind of distracted outside of academics, and also that distraction was driving my curiosity towards the computer, basically, computer or console or whatever. So I would say gaming has really kind of helped me achieve the technical excellence which academics could not give me. And I would say that, I was always technological. If there's a technology wave, I was always at the forefront of the wave because of the curiosity I developed through gaming. Initially, as my career began, there was no oh yes, I want a dream job in Infosys. No, it was not like that. It was just that I had these job offers and I was technologically curious. I had the curiosity to kind of crack my phone, get Temple Run for free, jailbreak the iOS devices, and try to get my friends free games, try to get my friends really cool themes on Android, really understand the APK, how you can get it and things like that. So really, I'm just I'm a bandit. I was a bandit in IT by the time I was by the end of engineering. So it was more like I had the job, I had the curiosity, and I just went in and I went ahead to get some money. So I'm currently managing a company of about 28 people, and we have a couple of teams. So my day starts at around, I would say around 8:30 a.m., where I get freshened up and I try to do a little bit of exercise in the morning, a bit of movement, and then I take a look at my schedule, my calendar, what meetings I have for the day, and then I have I have kind of a daily stand-up meeting at around 10 o'clock where I connect with the product development team. At 10 a.m. every day, we try to kind of discuss what we need to do. Are we blocked on anything? What we achieved yesterday? And I try to unblock the developers at the early stage of the day so that they can progress with the development. And I update the developers of my own tasks that I'm supposed to complete. So we have that meeting, and then I crack on to complete my tasks for the day. And then towards the end of the day, I just make sure that whatever I plan, I kind of finish those tasks, or at least evaluate what's left of those tasks for the next day. And then I exercise, I cook, and I sleep basically. That's typically my average weekday. If you have found your passion at the very young age, most of your choices will be according to that passion anyway. So please be loyal to that, nurture that, gain the skills around that, have an awareness of what is your competitors, or I wouldn't say competitors, what is your peers in the globe doing. Like if you're passionate about coding, or if you're passionate about machine learning, for example, Join machine learning communities, find out on GitHub all the free open source machine learning code that already exists. Start adding some value, fix a bug in that code, right? Fix some small bug here and there. Maybe you're getting a wrong error message when you try to use that code on your console. And if you find that at a very early on, just go and communicate on that community. Say, guys, I found the wrong error message and I fixed it, and here's the latest code. You know, so contributing to the community and engaging with the community of similar-minded people is very important. I would tell the youngsters, if you have a passion, go join an online community, feel one with that community, and start contributing to that community and start learning from that community. So that's one aspect of things. Second aspect is the youngsters who don't have any passion. Okay, or they have not found the passion. No problem. There's no problem with that. So somehow the life unfurls such that you will be kind of making decisions close to your passion, but you won't know what that passion is. So if you don't know your passion, trust your gut instinct. Don't take your foot off the pedal. Be focused, and somehow you'll arrive at a place where you will become passionate about where you arrived, and you will realize that the dotted lines will connect, and you will find your passion basically. So don't worry if you don't have your passion. You also have multiple online communities now. So have a look at it. If you're interested in coding, try to see if you can join a community and if you can learn. If you don't like it, you can always find something else. But unless you put your feet in the water, you will not know what the passion is. But don't go too hard on yourself if you don't know what your passion is. Just trust your gut instincts and stay focused and keep yourself healthy. Ultimately, it's all about survival and the body. Agile is responsive. It responds to your requirements. It responds to your lifestyle. It responds to the customer's needs. By accepting the fact that customers' needs change, customers get smarter, customers get faster, customers want different things at different intervals of time. So by accepting these change of requirements, Agile is an iterative model that supports a new requirement every 2 weeks in what is called as a sprint. So every 2 weeks you sit down and you think about, hey customer, am I going in the right track? What do you think? Am I kind of building the house as per your lifestyle? If he says yes, fantastic, you can proceed in that way. If he says no, then you can say, okay, what is it that I've done wrong? Can you please guide me back again and reprioritize my backlog so that I can build this house for you as per your lifestyle? So it's really kind of, it collaborates with the customer rather than negotiate with the customer. So Agile management is all about collaboration. I think DevOps, which is a new field in IT, I mean, it's not new for people who are in IT already, but for people who are entering IT, it's quite a new technical knowledge to gain. So I would say focus your skills on DevOps, infrastructure management, try to become a DevOps engineer, try to go into cloud architecture. There are some great AWS certifications on architecting solutions using AWS, for example. So I would say learn AWS. I would say open and shut case. Go and learn how to build DevOps architectures on AWS so that you can take applications and scale them. Of course, because now there's going to be more data in all these applications, there is a need for data mining and data science as well. That's always a booming field. It was there before COVID and it's going to be there after COVID as well. Because the more online presence we have, the more data we have and the more insights that are hidden inside those data to retrieve. Firstly, everyone understands the situation, so it's not something you take personally. It's a community-based situation, and you don't need to go hard on yourself or get bogged down on yourself personally. And secondly, please understand that with every opportunity that ends, a new opportunity begins, and you can always kind of open up and stick to something unconventional. So I would say be fearless and invest your time on the things that you're most passionate about and the things that your economic conditions allow, right? It's very important. Don't spend money unnecessarily on things and hold that money tight and try to earn money through your hobbies. And also, like I said, if you don't have a hobby, try to learn something new online. Every single company I know is starting to throw knowledge online for free almost, at no cost, right? So go online and find courses. Go to skillatwill.com, find courses, and keep yourself busy with some courses. And if you fancy going and learning physically in front of a teacher, you can see those kind of courses as well on the website. And if you want to see online courses, I think a few of them are there as well. So I think Skill at Will gives you the up-to-date kind of ecosystem for learning. And you really, if you don't know what to learn, it's the place. If you know what to learn and want to know where you can learn, that is also then Skill at Will is the place. So really, if you want to make a decision on what, how, and where to learn and gain a skill, go to skillatwill.com.